Hi, this is Brad Constantine, and this is a podcast recording of the Old Testament. Although this is not an official recording of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, every effort's been made to be as doctrinally accurate as possible. I'll be using for the text the Joseph Smith translation of the Old Testament, along with many commentaries from general authorities of the Church, BYU professors, Bible scholars, and others. This format will be very detailed, and so if you want a deep analysis of the Old Testament, you come to the right place. Thanks for your attendance. Welcome back. This will be for Joel chapter 3. The heading reads, All nations shall be at war, multitudes shall stand in the valley of decision as the second coming draws near, the Lord will dwell in Zion. Verse 1, For behold, in those days, and at that time, remember those days has reference to the last days, when I shall bring again the captivity, or cause the return of Judah and Jerusalem, all nations will be gathered to battle against Israel. I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. The valley is the Kidron Valley in Jerusalem, which is between Jerusalem and the Mount of Olives. Jehovah is judge. And will plead with them, for my people. I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. In other words, foreign invaders are brought to Jerusalem to be judged. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. As the Lord is restoring Israel, he will also take care of the Gentile nations by destroying them in the end. These verses have reference to the Battle of Armageddon in Jerusalem, when the great earthquake will strike the massive army, and Jesus will appear on the Mount of Olives to deliver Israel. These verses are a declaration of war by the Lord. Verse 9, Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. All nations are summoned to war, but their mightiest will not prevail. The Lord will be the battle. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come ye, get you down, for the press is full. The vats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel. So shall ye know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her any more. In other words, no impure people will be allowed to pass through the city. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. The prophet Joseph said, Judah must return, Jerusalem must be rebuilt, and the temple and water come out from under the temple, and the waters of the Dead Sea be healed. It will take some time to rebuild the walls of the city and the temple, etc., and all this must be done before the Son of Man will make his appearance. The waters issuing forth under the temple and the healing, or from the temple, and the healing of the Dead Sea may occur when the Lord himself sets foot upon the Mount of Olives, causing this mountain to divide in two and create a large valley. Verse 19, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion. The wicked shall be destroyed, and the righteous shall dwell with Christ. I want to read a couple things here from Doctrine and Covenants, section 57. That talks a little bit about some of this that's going to happen in the last days. Hearken, O ye elders of my church, saith the Lord your God, who have assembled yourselves together according to my commandments in this land, which is the land of Missouri, which is the land which I have appointed and consecrated for the gathering of the saints. Wherefore this is the land of promise, and the place for the city of Zion. And thus saith the Lord your God, if you will receive wisdom, here is wisdom. Behold, the place which is now called Independence is the center place, and a spot for the temple is lying westward upon a lot which is not far from the courthouse. Wherefore it is wisdom that the land should be purchased by the saints, and also every tract lying in a free country, a land of liberty and of laws, guaranteeing to every man, or any westward, even up unto the line running directly between Jew and Gentile, or Lamanite and non-Lamanite. In Revelation 11 it says, And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. The 2 witnesses fulfills the ancient Israelite law of witnesses. Elder McConkie said, No doubt they will be members of the Council of the 12 or of the First Presidency of the Church. Their prophetic ministry to rebellious Jewry shall be the same in length as was our Lord's personal ministry among their rebellious forebears. That 1,260 days is actually 3.5 years. Verse 4, These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. They shall provide oil for the lamps of the faithful, testimonies of Jesus Christ. This may mean that they are in the temple. In section 77, verse 15, it says, What are we to understand by the 2 witnesses in the 11th chapter of Revelation? Answer, they are 2 prophets that are to be raised up to the Jewish nation in the last days at the time of the restoration, and to prophesy to the Jews after they are gathered and have built the city of Jerusalem in the land of their fathers. Verse 5, And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies, and if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. Similar power to Enoch to thwart armies, and Moses to issue plagues, and Elijah to seal the heavens. And so that's all for today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.